Alan Macarag is going to give us a bite out of what's going on over at the Big Apple. Alan, did you see what I did there?
My name is Alan Macarag. We're at Washington Square Park here to cover the New York City mayor's election. As we know, New York City is very influential when it comes to New Jersey relations. So we're really curious about how that's going to feel as the elections are coming to a close. We're seeing people show up and show out for their respective candidates. As of 3 p.m., 1.5 million people have casted their vote. And throughout the night, we'll be covering the election, so stay tuned.
So you're probably wondering, we're in New Jersey. Why does the New York City mayoral race even matter to us? Well, Rozin Abdat can tell us why.
I'm a Jersey guy who's lived here most of my life. So why should I care about who's running for New York City mayor? Well, Brian Lehrer can help me answer that question. Brian hosts a must-listen-to daily talk show on public radio station WNYC. If it happens in New York, it's talked about on his show. He showed me the Regional Plan Association, also known as the RPA, which is
a think tank that tries to work in the interest of the whole greater New York region. And so, for example, they write on their website, 21% of New York City's 4.8 million workforce lives outside the 5 boroughs, and 38% of those coming primarily from Hudson, Bergen, Essex, and Passaic counties in Jersey. Also, New Jersey benefits enormously since Manhattan jobs pay extremely well. The 447,000 New Jersey commuters to New York City at an average wage of $138,000.
Another important matter is the infrastructure that even allows all this travel to begin with. Those highways, bridges, and mass transit systems are issues that both a New York mayor and a New Jersey governor will have to work on. But what is an example of this?
The Gateway Tunnel project is something that was long fought for by people in both New York and New Jersey to build another tunnel. There aren't enough tunnels to handle the load between NJ Transit and Amtrak. They want more efficient mass transit. New York is for it, New Jersey is for it, and now it's being held up.
When the government shutdown started early October, President Trump paused federal funding for the project based on what he said were DEI violations.
It's terminated.
As of now, construction for the tunnel is still ongoing, as funding is already in the pipeline and workers were contracted before the shutdown.
I think there's going to be a question of how much President Trump finds it in his political interest to get in our region's face on that, to punish the region, because he's been known to do that.
In most cases, New York City and New Jersey are aligned on major issues. But there is one big exception: congestion pricing. New Jersey actually sued New York City to try and stop it, but those efforts failed and they added fees in place for those who drive into Lower Manhattan. Despite this, Brian Lehrer points to a silver lining for New Jersey commuters who have to pay this charge.
From the New York perspective, the argument basically is, where does the congestion pricing money go? It goes to building transportation infrastructure, and that's good for everybody. It's easy for New York to argue that because they're the ones placing the toll. It's harder for New Jerseyans to argue that because they're the ones who'd have to pay the toll.
Why else should New Jersey care about who runs New York City? Well, it comes down to the top issues we see everywhere, from personal safety to affordability to healthcare. If New York City stays a vibrant, safe, and forward-looking city, the entire region benefits. If New York City suffers in any of those areas, the entire region suffers. Like it or not, New York and New Jersey are connected in more ways than just sharing a home for the Giants. For Montclair Focus, I'm Rozin Abdat.